And that speaks to the point I'm making that because it's not even bad parents, as I began today and I said, look, you're being asked to parent a child. We don't To drive a car, you have to take a test. You have to go for a class, a 4-hour class or whatever it is. To raise a baby, no qualification. Man and woman meet, they marry, a child pop out, and then now you have this bundle of joy and have raised them. And you have no training, no teaching, no class you went to of how to raise a human being. And we are asking this couple, well, bring him up in the world, you know. Um, and the only thing we had going and have going that societies are able to survive is that I look at what my mom did and my dad did, and I'm copying the same thing. But in our situation, we can't use that because a lot of time mom and dad is in a different country. They grew up in a different place. And so their remedies, their medicines don't really work, in this new place with technology. And so we need to have support groups and systems to help parents to be able to navigate raising their children. Um, and the parents, they face many, many difficulties, including financial difficulties, discrimination, and so on. So so often you have parents who are so busy with having to work 2 jobs that they don't have time to look after their children, right? Or to give them the kind of attention that they need. Number two, you have parents who they themselves are weak in their practice of Islam, and so they can't really teach their children good Islam. And so sometimes they're depending on the madrasa and the weekend school to send their child, and it's not enough. So you have all kinds of scenarios that affects how a parent may be able to raise a righteous child. And really, in this kind of a scenario, we need to have the community be the solution, in which in the communities and our masjids, we need to have assistance for mental health, to parenting, for assisting parents to be able to navigate their child, helping that child to develop good friends and have Muslim friends, and so that they can hang out. So there's so much that has to be done in terms of helping us. The real most important thing that we have is how to raise these children to become good Muslims. There's nothing more important in our agenda as a Muslim community than this. This is the number one. And it's very neglected, unfortunately. Very, very neglected. And what happens is that, for years I've said, I'm taking long to answer this because for years I get the kids when they are all messed up. The young people come to me after they have been messed up. And I keep saying to myself, we got to fix this problem before it begins in the homes, helping people to pick good spouses. Begins from there. Because if you pick the wrong spouse, it will affect your child. Pick right spouses, helping them from there how to raise their children. Not wait until I end up getting the bad product. And now we're trying to fix the bad product after years of parental neglect. And so we've got to fix the problem both ways. I have to help the best of kids, but we've got to fix the problem from the initiation, from where it's coming. And that is helping moms and dads, giving them the tools, giving them the education, giving them the support, financial and otherwise, to help them navigate helping raising their children. And it's a big project, but it really needs to be done. Parents alone, most of the time, they're not going to be able to find food and to survive themselves and to get a little time for themselves to breathe. So I don't fault any mother who might have this kind of issue, and I always, when I see those things, I tend to blame our community, that, who I am part of, that we need to do a better job. Every masjid need to have that as a standard thing where we can provide this kind of help and support. I am